Good morning, everybody. I'm Sharon Wilcox coming live to you from Chesapeake, Virginia. I almost said Cincinnati. My mind must be there. Um, Today is June the 2nd of 2022. So, welcome. I'm so glad that you're joining me today. And life has been busy. As you know, I wasn't here the past 2 weeks because, one, just getting things together. And the other week, last week, we were just getting home from our cruise. So we did go to the Bahamas. We sailed out of Norfolk, which is right here. So it was kind of nice to get on a cruise ship and not have to fly somewhere or do and whatever. And the cruise was very nice, very relaxing. The Bahamas, the water, the sand, just gorgeous. And so it was a lot of fun. It was just what we needed to get away and relax. Um, let's see. What have I got for you today? Well, a couple of announcements. This is so hard to believe because we just started in this catalog, the current catalog. And if you are watching me, whether you're catching me live later or watching me now, if you did not receive a copy of your catalog, it's this one, please let me know and I'll get that out in the mail to you. But what is so unbelievable is that this week, as a demonstrator, we are able to pre-order for the next catalog. Well, the next catalog will be our July through December catalog, and that's the one that always has fall and Christmas, holiday stuff like that, Halloween. And I will say there are some adorable sets in there. Oh, excuse me. Some returning things too from last year's. Just a couple, but yeah, it's a great little catalog. But I pre-ordered, of course, and so I have coming a ton of even more new stuff, and I haven't even touched on this catalog's new stuff, so it's almost a bit overwhelming. So be patient with me if I hop from one to the other. Yeah, I know. I'm not ready either. I'm reading my comments. I am not ready. It's just like too much. But while supplies last, the current catalog, the January through June catalog, does have clearance stuff. So make sure you go to my clearance, my own online store, and the address is right up here on the top. Okay, go there, look under catalogs, go into the store and shop, and you'll find things discounted there. So just don't be overwhelmed. There's so much for us as demonstrators, and so much as for customers as well. My eyes, I can see they're a little baggy and whatever this morning, and it's because of allergies. My eyes, last night I went to bed, eye drops, itchy. They're itchy now. I've rubbed off any and all mascara that I may have put on because itchy, allergies. We have got the most gorgeous weather here. Yesterday it was like 98. Today will be 95. Not a cloud in the sky. The humidity is low. It's just beautiful. One more quick note, personal note of what's been going on with me, because I haven't been able to do quite as much stamping as I want, not only because of vacation and stuff, but many of you know that we purchased a condo for Tammy. She will be paying for it, but we did all the finance part for her. Well, we closed on it yesterday. She is over the moon. It is really adorable, and it's not tiny, but it's not a huge place. 2-bedroom, 2-bath, like just over 1,300 square feet. But it's really cute. So yesterday after the closing, she got off work and we went there and started the cleaning process. I think that the people who were in there and didn't touch the blinds at all, ever. So, yeah. So it's a big hot mess. It's not horrible, but it's, a lot of cleaning to do. So, um, been burning the candle at both ends trying to get all of that stuff done. I did manage to squeak in a little bit of stamping, and to much my surprise, and probably for most of you, I do not care to do masculine cards. I have never enjoyed doing masculine cards, but I have found a stamp set in this new catalog that I adore now. It could be the paper, but I love the stamp set too. And I think you will like this as well if you have men in your life, you have sons, grandsons, whatever. It's just got such a variety. So let's hop down to my desktop and let me share that with you. Okay, it is called He's All That. So yes, it does have wishing you a happy Father's Day, which is nothing wrong with that. Love this guy. Hello, handsome. And there's a little mustache, and you can take that off or leave it on there. To the man who does everything, happy birthday to a classic. I just love this. Together for the long haul. And it's got this cute little, looks like a VW van to me, with a surfboard on top. And then this one, the compass says, every day with you is another adventure. And I love this one. Holy smokes, you're amazing. And it's got the grilling tools. Of course, there's a photo corner. This looks like a little button, but I make a cute background. And then number 1. This is such a cute, cute stamped set. I know every now and again you need a masculine card, but here you go. These are a lot of fun. These are the dies that go with it. I haven't used these yet. I haven't even punched them, haven't run them through the thing. But as you can see, this is perfect for this or any other stamp. I love this because it's not frilly. It's almost like gears around that edge, but it doesn't look masculine, just for that. You could use it for other things. So all of these, as you can see, the circle and the oval really only does this one. But I bet, I didn't even try this. I'm wondering, no, I don't think that would work. I was just wondering if that would work just to cut out that part. But anyways, it's got this really cute little frame too, which I love. And you're going to see these that I used. These are little banners, and I did use these on one card as well. So the card that I want to show you is one that you have seen before. I didn't tape this down, and I have my whole pad up here. So it's a little harder. Usually I tape these corners down because it drives me insane, but okay. This card is called this fold. You've seen many times by me, and it's called the Z fold, okay? And while I'm on this part of it, I just want to remind you that the whole purpose of these demos are so that you have ideas, 1, but 2, if you are not a creative person or somebody who just wants a quick card, jump on and see what I've done and copy it. It is okay to copy. That is the one thing stampers have in common, is that we love to share, and we are flattered when somebody copies our ideas. It's okay. And the Z fold I've done many times and I've showed you, but the samples that I'm showing you came directly from my upline. And in Stampin' Up, we have upline, downline, sidelines, and all of that. If you want to know more about that, let me know and I'll explain that to you. But my upline is Jill Olson, and she was showing this set. And I needed something that I could put together quick enough to show you guys and not show up today. So this is what I chose, and I So these ideas really are Jill Olson's. If I changed anything, if I can remember, I'll tell you, but basically she did these. So this is 4¼ by 11. So it's a half sheet of cardstock cut the long ways, okay? And then you score it in the center at your 5½. And I do like my bone folder. You don't have a bone folder handy, you know, I a lot of times use my acrylic blocks because they work just as well. Just make sure they don't have any ink on them, because that does happen sometimes. Either one of these are perfect for folding your cardstock. So we have our typical card here, okay? And let me show you one that I did first. That's just a typical card, okay? And this is just using the designer series paper. I'm going to pull that out here in a second and show you too. But can you see? I'm going to zoom in here. Can you see? It's like a gear along there. It's just so pretty. And these little adhesive back dots are called rustic metallic, which I thought were perfect for the car scene. And this one does say happy birthday to a classic. So really cute. This is the other die that I cut out. Let me pull that up. This die right here, this rectangle, that's that one. And can you see it has some embossed area on it too? And what Stampin' Up! Has done with their dies to me is just amazing. The inside of the card, I did leave blank because I'm waiting, you know, for the man that I'm going to send this to put the right words for him in there. So, and I think I did do an envelope, and I did use cream color. So just a cute, fun, easy card. So before I move on to this any farther, I wanted to show you these. So it's not well organized, ladies. I do apologize for that, but I've been playing and doing, and so here we go. So in with the designer series paper, you get 2 sheets of this pre-done stuff. And let's see, I think that one goes in there, that one goes, they come out of that pretty easy. So some of them fell out when I was punching the other sheet out and whatever. But you can get the gist of it. The tools here are missing because I used them. Actually, wait a minute, there's a wrench. Must have used it off the other sheet. Right there, there's arrow. Okay, it's not there right now, but you'll see it on a card. But look how cute this is. Okay, really cute stuff. So there's 2 of those, and I'm just going to sit this over here. And then you have all this paper, and I don't have full sheets of everything, but you get the gist of it. There's that car that I used. Can you see that beautiful like check in the back there? This one has camping. This kind of covers all the men. This one is like for grilling. Okay. This one has ties, bow ties, shoes, glasses, mustache. Cute, cute, cute. And this one's kind of an argyle. But then when you flip them over, the back side is just as beautiful. I love these. Oh, I think I'm missing one because this one I'm showing you twice. So I am missing one. If I see it, I'll tell you. But I've gone through this stuff so much that I only have pieces. And this is one that I love too. So this is really nice, masculine. Oh, you know which one? No, that one's there too. I don't know which one it is that's missing. But you can look in the catalog. They're absolutely gorgeous papers. Okay, let's get back to doing this card, okay? And let me see if I can zoom that in just a little bit better. So we've got our typical card now, card fold, but then you want to score it at 2 3/4 and fold that back, okay? And this is what creates the Z card. Okay. Z, like the letter Z. Okay, so we do that. And good morning, everybody that has joined me. I hate to take the time to call out everybody's name, but just know that I see you, and I'm so happy that you're here joining me today. So there's your Z card, okay? And then on this one, I've got another piece, and this one's called Cajun Craze, and this is Sahara Sand. And on this one, I did not score it, so I guess I need my score blade on here. Or you can use your score pal, which I do use a lot. This is 11 inches long by 1. Okay, it's only 1 inch wide. And you want to make sure you have the scoring blade. That's the lighter one. This one cuts. Do not use that. So score at 5.5, which is half of that. And then your 2 3/4. Move it down to that. Okay. Oh boy, not on the screen. Sorry. So here's your 2 3/4, and I also scored at 5.5. Okay. I do like to take and just cut off a smidge of on this, just a smidge. You know, to you it may be 1/8 of an inch, it might be 1/4 of an inch, but just a smidge, maybe a little. There we go. And it just makes it fit just a little bit better, I think. Okay, and you fold that one back too. So again, another Z. So you get a Z from this, from your cardstock, and a Z from your little bridge. And that's what this piece is called, is a bridge. You've seen me do these big, and you've now see me doing it small. Okay, so whatever size you want to make your bridge, you can. It depends on what you're going to be mounting on it. Okay, so the first thing that I would like to mount on here is a piece of the designer series paper. And with that, I'm just going to use my glue, I think, as long as it's behaving and flowing. When I've cut this paper, at first I felt like it was misbehaving, but then instead of getting upset about it, I know it is not my trimmer because it's a fairly new blade and it only does it on this paper. It gives you kind of a rough edge, you know, but I just kind of went with it and decided that it was okay because this is masculine stuff. It should be a little grungy, a little rough around the edges, you know. You don't want it all foo-foo-y and whatever. So don't worry about that rough edge. I mean, really, unless you're looking for it, you don't see it. Some of them, when I trimmed them, trimmed a little bit rougher than others. But a long time ago, Stampin' Up! Sold these little sanding blocks. And all it is a nail file. So you can go to the dollar store and pick some up. They'll be white. I think I've seen them there in purple. But this is one years ago I got from Stampin' Up! And I probably got 3 in a pack, and they last forever. So you can use it on your nails. You can use it on your paper. It really creates a really nice effect. But if you have little stray hairy things, just use that. And you can see, I don't know, can you see that white on there? It's not a big deal. Don't stress over the little things. This is the back side, which has the Cajun Craze, back side of this. So I'm going to use the back side on this one because I love Cajun Craze, first of all, but I love the stripes on the diagonal like that. I think that's pretty cool. And I am going to turn this direction only because I want the little bit of grungy area, and I see it down here too, to be on the inside section. Okay, got that on there. So when you have it closed, that's how that looks. Cute, isn't it? And it's so simple. And all I do is so this is 2 3/4, 2 3/4. And so when I cut the paper, I just cut everything down 1/4 of an inch smaller. So this is 2.5 by 4, okay? But now when I do the one piece for the inside, I cut it the full 2 3/4, so it's covered here. If I cut it down that 1/4 of an inch, it would be right at the edge, and I just want that little 1/4 of an inch hid underneath there. Does that make sense? Hope so. So then we've got this lovely little Z piece here. Okay, and it fits just like this. You can put it anywhere you want it up there, put it there. You want it down here, put it here. You want it in the middle, do that. Put it where you like it, okay? This is your card. There's no steadfast rules. As long as she opens and closes, you're good to go. So now, on this, you don't want your glue coming past this, okay? So I'm just going to flip it over, and I'm going to use a bit of glue. And the reason I just flipped it over and left it laying there is so I can see not to go any farther. Don't go past that first fold, okay? And don't use a ton of glue when you're doing this. You don't need a ton. So here we go. I'm going to lay that right there, and I am coming all the way over to my edge, okay? Did you guys notice I got my nails done for the first time in about 2 years? I'd given up getting manicures and all of that back, gosh, it was before COVID. I decided to give it up. But then I decided I just needed a little pick-me-up and look pretty when I was on that cruise. And I have to say, this pink, and it's got some sparkly in it. Yeah, can you see that? So pretty. Anyways, all right, I'm digressing here, ladies. Let's move on. So now we've got that one down. So let's open this up, and let's put the glue back here on this piece, okay? On this piece of the Z. And again, don't overdo it on the glue. Now, you notice I try to always start my glue in the center in case a big blob comes out, because once in a while a blob does come out, and then you got a little problem of glue seeping where you don't want it. So in order for this to fold nice and not stress about it, just fold the back over top, and it's going to be exactly where you want it. Look at that. And I love the glue. You know your cards are going to stick together. They're not going to fall apart when you use this beautiful Tombow glue. People call it the green glue, but that's not what it is called. It is Tombow, and it is multi-purpose liquid glue. Okay? And we have this in our catalog. I love it. It lasts forever. Well, not forever, but it lasts a long time. There's a very thick tip on this end. Honestly, I have never, ever used that big tip. Ever. I've never had a reason to. I always use this one, and it just flows so nice. You know, once in a while you get a little crusty because you can see there's a little residue left on in there, and all you do is just pull that off, and then it should just flow perfectly again. It's one of those glues that, you know, is so simple and easy to use. Okay, so now to decorate this, let's start off by, remember those pieces that were already done for us? I pulled one of those out, and I love it. You're flippin' awesome. Isn't that cute? And I cut a piece of Cajun Craze to fit. I did not use the die because the die is the same size as the punch out piece. So I just went ahead and cut this 1/4 inch bigger using my Tombow on the back of the piece that Stampin' Up! Had pre-done for us, which I love. And put a little glue on that, attach it to this piece. And this card would probably take you, with your cutting and everything, cutting your card start to finish, if you were just making it, you could do it in 10 minutes or less. I know I could do it probably in 5 minutes. I feel like name that tune. How many minutes would it take you to put this card together? But honestly, it's very, very fast. Okay, look at that. Look how cute. Now you put this where you want. I actually want it kind of up here. That's where I'll go with it. Where did Jill put it? I don't remember. I do not remember at all. Using some dimensionals on the back. Gotta love dimensionals. Use these on the back side. I put 4. If you wanted to, you could put 1 more in the center. Dimensionals are rather inexpensive, and they go a long way. You get 3 of these sheets in a package, and there's a lot on there. And then when it's all gone, use these edge pieces too. Just snip it and use them. We don't waste a whole lot when you're doing stamping, creating cards and stuff. Let's put a little, you're flipping awesome right here on the front of this card. And then this piece, let me actually take this and run it through with this die. Now, I'm pretty sure that I have shown you this magnetic plate, but I want to show it to you one more time because I'm very impressed with it. Let me get this out of our way. If you've had the Big Shot before, we had a magnetic plate for it. And if you've used it, especially in my classes, I'm trying to get this situated so that you guys can see this better. How's that? There's stuff on my desk, so it makes it a little more difficult. But the old magnetic plate, when I would put my dies down, and it happened so often in class that you put your die down. Oh, that little piece might not be big enough. I might need to grab another one. I got a little, just grabbed a piece of scrap that was there. Here, this one is better. But I would lay the die down, and because of the way the magnetic board was made, the die would jump. And on something like this, where we're just cutting a yellow circle, it's not that big of a deal. But when you're trying to cut out images and your die jumps, that's a problem. But with this magnetic board, that does not happen. So, and you can see I've used the heck out of it. This is nice, thick backside metal, and you got that magnet in there, and then this is your cutting surface. So when you're doing this, when you get it, it's going to tell you to use two number 3 plates. This is the number 3 plate, your clear acrylic one, but don't. You only use 1. Those instructions are not correct. So you have a number 1 plate. You have your number 5 plate, which is the magnetic board, and then put down what it is you want to cut. I'll move this forward so you can see. And I'm going to put this over here in the corner so as not to waste too much of my paper, and I can use it for other things. Now we place number 3 board on top, and that is all you have to do. You roll that through. And the new cut and emboss machine, I'm telling you, it is so smooth. You didn't hear any popping and cracking and all of that other stuff that you hear when we would use the Big Shot. This machine is easy and smooth, and the other thing, there's our little die. Isn't that beautiful? I love the embossing, and I love that edge. The other thing that I love about this machine is look how simple, and the amount of space it takes up is minimal. So love, love, love. Love her. And it's an easy machine to take with you, you know, if you are going to a friend's or if you're doing classes or traveling. Um, so it's a really nice compact little machine. So put that die back in there. Let's finish this card up here. I did this because I wanted to have that behind there. Okay, so let's attach these to each other. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on here instead of on here because I don't want to miss where I would like the glue to be. And then on this one, am I going to pop, I think I'll pop that up with a couple of dimensionals. I think it'll just give it a little more pizzazz. Now you realize that so far there's been no stamping on this card. It's all come from those pre-cuts that are in with the paper. This paper is just awesome. Like I said, even if you only have one man in your life, you owe it to yourself to get this because this paper and this stamp set are so cute. You just can't hardly stand it. And those of you that know me know I am not a big fan of masculine cards, even though, you know, I have inherited 4 adult grandsons. They're all adults now, and I have 1 step grandson that Jennifer inherited. So, and of course, my husband and brother-in-laws, and so I've inherited a lot of men in my life in the past 6 years. So this is adorable, 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 but I did do some stamping. And I took the stamp that says, "Holy smokes, you're amazing," and I stamped it in early espresso. I probably should have stamped it in black, but I'm okay with the early espresso. And I'm going to put a little glue right in the center, right there, smack dab in the center so as not to mess it. And then it's going to be hidden right back here so that when the man gets it, there it is. There's your card. And you pull it open. You're flippin' awesome. Holy smokes, you're amazing. I think this will be my hubby's Father's Day card. I'll probably stamp Happy Father's Day and write him a little note in there. So there you go. What do you think about that? Wasn't that fast, fun, and easy? Yeah, it is. Z cards are so easy, but yet they give you a pretty dramatic effect when somebody pulls that out of the envelope and goes, "Oh, wow, how cool is that?" You know, and you know, you can always create a little pocket for a gift card here. And in order to do that, all you would do is just glue like the edges of some designer series paper or cardstock if you want, but just glue like 3/4 of that, the bottom and 2 sides, about 3/4 of the way up, and attach it, and that creates a pocket if you leave the top open. So simple, so simple. So, all right, let me show you a couple more samples. And like I said, these ideas were from Jill. Again, just using the designer series paper here. There is no stamping on here whatsoever. And there's that arrow I was talking about. Hope your day is a grand adventure. And then, of course, that little Volkswagen bus. How cute is that? Yeah, really, really cute. And you've even got little arrows in the paper. That's why I thought, whoop. So there you go. And then we have this one without the bridge. So you can create a Z card without a bridge. Not a big deal if you don't want a bridge. It's just a Z. To the man who does everything. And there's tools there. So this is a card I'm going to have Tammy, my daughter, duplicate if she would like to make a thank you card for John. And it can be a thank you Father's Day card if she wants, because right now he is at her condo working hard. He's in the hot attic before it gets too hot here today. It's already 85 degrees, I believe it said, and feels like 90. It's just really hot, especially being in an attic. But I think this is an absolute perfect card for her to make for him. So, and more of this designer series paper. I mean, how cute is that? And again, I did stamp this and I used this die to cut it out. But that was the only stamping. The rest of it's all designer series paper. And remember these little arrows? These two are curved. I did not use them. I used this. This is two individual little, like tails, flags, I don't know what you call them, but really super cute. Okay, and then one more. And again, this is using some of that paper. And also remember, these were Jill Olson's ideas. So the designer series paper, I just love this. And punched this one out of the paper. Did cut the white frame in the back. There it is right there. Major little Z, stamped love this guy. And then I did put Happy Father's Day, and I stamped it right on the designer series paper, whereas Jill actually put another piece of paper in and stamped Happy Father's Day on it, but I just stamped right on the paper because it's easy, simple. Yeah, and this paper's perfect for writing on too, you'll be able to see. But if you wanted to put a piece of the Sahara sand over here, you could do that for writing as well. But fun, simple, easy. How many of you are going to make a Z card? I would love to see your Z cards, okay? Send them in the comments here when you make one. That would be awesome. Let me flip back up here to me. Hi. So that's the he's all that stamp set. I just love it. I think it's a fun masculine card, and as I said, I think that designer series paper makes it fun. So I hope you enjoyed that. Leave me some comments, and I will be back next week, barring no problems. So I will keep you posted if anything was to come up, but hopefully not. I should be able to have enough time to do. We still have a lot of things that are going on. We seem to stay so busy. I just don't know. Besides doing all of this, I have a hair appointment here in just a little bit on Friday. Something's going on Friday, and at this moment I can't remember what it is. Oh, John is going to go see Top Gun in the 3D Cinema Max thing with his son, which is good. I want to see it too, but I had the choice between Top Gun and Baby, so I picked Baby. So I'm going to have Jordan. She's not a baby anymore. She's almost 18 months old, or she'll be 18 months at the end of this month. She's adorable, just jabbering and carrying on. So have that on Friday, and then on Saturday John will be at a men's retreat all day, and I get the baby from 3:30 till 6:30. So got to figure that out, because got to pick him up at 6:30, so In the morning, I'm going to be over at the condo working and doing, and then afternoon I get babies, so that'll be fun. Sunday, we typically try not to do a whole lot, but rest because we are so busy. But then the next week is full of stuff too. So you just can't help it. It's just one of those things, you know, and I'd rather be busy than not. So, anyways, until next Thursday at 10 a.m., I hope everybody has a wonderful, beautiful week. Do something fun for yourself. Be creative. It's so good for the brain. And happy stamping till next week. Bye bye.